Hi, classmates. My name is Wendy Stager, and welcome to my combined teaching week with our classmate, Eric Johnson. Eric and I are both interested in behaviors in the workplace from a management perspective, and we realized that we were looking at topics for our teaching week that had similarities. So we decided to combine those topics, and hopefully you will receive a rich and deep, rewarding educational experience this week based on the exploration of these two topics. Eric is going to be teaching us all about personality. He's got some really cool materials, including videos and readings, and also a personality tests that we get to take and see where we are on the spectrum of personality. And I also have a section on epigenetics, which I am very interested in, how our genes and our environment work together to help create us as humans and how we behave in the workplace. So my materials include some videos, a couple of podcasts, and a reading material that includes a quiz called the Adverse Childhood Experiences Test. Maybe some of you have taken this already. It is something that social scientists are beginning to use to understand how trauma can impact somebody's genes, somebody's life, and look at it more holistically. So, to give you a brief explanation about my interest in epigenetics, I interestingly stumbled upon it through my coursework here at MVU Online. First, in my gender and society class. If any of you took that class, you know how interesting it was. One of the very brief topics that we talked about was this topic of genetics and environment, nature and nurture. And that got me thinking about this overall subject because of a personal experience that I have with a blood clotting disorder that I inherited that did not come on or make itself present within my family, within me. We call me patient zero because it appeared 6-7 years ago after a summer of a lot of travel. I was carrying a little bit of excess weight. I was having a fun summer of attending parties and enjoying my alcoholic beverage here and there. And I come to learn that all of these things were risk factors that triggered the genetic expression of this condition. It's called Leiden factor 5. It happens to be one of the most common forms of a blood clotting disorder that human beings have, and it originates from an ancestry of Northern Europeans. I come from a background of German and English, which my ancestors are certainly Northern European. It turns out, since finding that out, that it is showing up in other family members, but it really was an interesting discovery for me, and I wanted to learn more about it and why it happened. So then epigenetics shows up not only in my gender and society course, but then again in my animal behavior course when we were discussing behaviors and genetics, and also in my biological psychology course. So this common theme kept coming around, and it's very interesting to me. It's a very new science, And by very new, I mean really the discoveries around it have occurred in the last 10, 12 years. And so questions are still being asked about it, and a lot of unanswered questions remain. And so I thought it would be an interesting topic for all of us to explore together. Eric and I are looking forward to combining our efforts so that you will join us in discovering what personality looks like, what our personalities are in the workplace, how that affects how we behave in the workplace, and also for us to gain a more inclusive, compassionate understanding about those folks that we work with, so that we can be better managers, better supervisors, better coworkers, better all-around experience in the workplace for our everyday lives. We hope that you will participate vigorously in the discussion, and we look forward to working with you on all of these questions, and hope you will enjoy the week. Thanks very much.